You look outside, there's a mix of sun and mix of clouds, partly cloudy across much of Big Spring, but much of Midland Odessa still seeing a lot of those overcast skies. Hence higher humidity values, but cooler temperatures. 81 feels like 82 when you throw in that humidity. Overall, it's okay out there. Temperatures have taken a big tumble from yesterday. So what do you prefer? 90 degrees, 95 degrees with no humidity, or 80 degrees with a lot of humidity? That's a tough sell there. All right, 10 to 15 degree temperature drop compared to this time yesterday. That's how far the cold front has really made. It's kind of stalled out near the border, and that's where we're looking at some of those small storm potentials, mainly out near Big Bend and Presidio, right along the Rio Grande. Very low population areas, but we're still going to keep an eye on it just in case anything begins to pop up. Even if it does, there's still just a very small risk. No tornado threat, just going to be wind and hail threat, and it's on the lower end of the spectrum, just that level 1 risk. All right, we can deal with that. By tonight, all right, I'm actually looking at some pop-up shower chances. Actual temperatures slightly above average given how strong the winds are going to remain from the southeast, increasing moisture, increasing that cloud cover. What does that mean for tomorrow? Well, tomorrow, I want to have that rain gear handy because the models, while they keep changing, I do have that higher rain potential, 40% chance of those storms and about 90 degrees. So it's going to be heating up quite a little bit. All right, here's some of those storms later tonight, possibly trying to push its way up to the I-10 corridor. I don't see them making a ton of progress, but you might have a little stray trying to push its way up to the Permian Basin. Not a whole lot for the overnight hours, maybe an isolated shower on the northern part of the basin, but that's going to be about it. Come tomorrow afternoon, stuff starts popping off right along the Stockton Plateau. Nothing out of the ordinary there, especially in Pecos County. Pushes its way up into southern Odessa, Midland, maybe even Big Spring, and then it kind of just flings right off. All right, and then we have Dryden all the way out toward Crockett County, even extending down toward Big Bend National Park. That's quite a large-scale cell, but then it begins to just die off right around 11 o'clock tomorrow night. All right, maybe your Friday. Friday's going to be better, right? As a matter of fact, I'm looking at some slightly lower rain chances, but still some decent cells trying to push its way in toward the I-20 corridor. All right, what about the severe risk for both of those? Well, I'm looking at this level 2 slight risk. This is going to include wind and hail as the main threats with that small tornado potential, but I'm not looking at anything significantly severe in our area. That's a good start. What about your Friday? Friday's just going to be kind of leftover stuff. Maybe up towards Seminole, you might see that level 2 risk, but it's just going to be for now, wind and that hail threat. Can we get some decent rain, please? Maybe Big Spring might actually get something. We'll see how well that actually plays out. Because temperatures, once those rain chances go away, I'm going back up to almost triple digits. So yeah, I had to increase those temperatures for the weekend. Still didn't ruin it though, at least in my book, Alex.
Jordan, turning to some breaking news this afternoon. A judge has